Good morning, students. I welcome you, most welcome, in this virtual classroom of class 7th, organized by your own institution, St. Paul Modern School, Begusarai. Today we are going to study the first chapter of your science book this year, that is nutrition in plants. We study through slides. Since interaction in the classroom will be absent in this virtual classroom, we will use more visual aid. But let us at the outset set up a target. Do you know what is nutrition and how? In your previous class you have read about food, different kinds of food, how food is produced, etc. Components of food. But what is nutrition? Nutrition, in very simple words, is the process of taking food by an organism. The process of taking food and as well as with it the proper utilization of that food within the body, within the organism. This is broadly we call nutrition. With this, we know that nutrition can be of two types. Let us start from what is nutrition and how nutrition can be divided according to its type, autotrophs and heterotrophs, through the slides. Let's look at the slides.
What is food? Food is the substance from which an organism gets energy and materials for growth, repair and maintenance of the body. Food consists of both plant and animal products. Now, there are 4 ways in which food helps us. Food gives us energy, food helps us grow, food helps us fight against diseases, food helps us to stay healthy and fit. This you have learnt in the previous class. Now let us go to the main subject matter of this class, which is nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of taking as well as utilization of the food by an organism. We call this whole process of taking food and fully utilizing the food for growth, protection against diseases, getting energy. We call this whole process nutrition. And the method of obtaining food, how do we get this food? The method. These are called the modes of nutrition. Now there are 2 modes of nutrition. Among all the organisms, including plants, human beings, all the animals, there are 2 modes of nutrition. The first one is autotrophs or Autotrophic Mode of Nutrition, and the second is Heterotrophs or Heterotrophic Mode of Nutrition. Let us discuss them one by one. Autotrophs. Autotrophs are those organisms which can make food themselves. They make food for their own selves and for the rest of the organisms of this world. Those organisms which can make food themselves from simple substances like carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil, by the process of photosynthesis are called autotrophs. Naturally, you understand all green plants are autotrophs. All green plants have autotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, What are heterotrophs? Heterotrophs are the other organisms, non-green plants and all the animals. Those organisms which cannot make food themselves by the process of photosynthesis and take food from green plants or other animals. They are called heterotrophs. Now, all the non-green plants and animals, including us, the human beings, are heterotrophs. They have heterotrophic mode of nutrition.
So I hope you have understood up to this point. It is all clear, because unless at some point you feel doubt about you can ask over the telephone, or when we meet in the actual classroom, you can keep the question till then. And you can also have it solved through interaction in the internet or YouTube. But if you have, up to this, you have had a clear idea of what we are going to say, let us go into the next part, a little more complicated part. So pay attention more closely, please.
Now, autotrophs have a special green pigment. Pigment means color, colored particle. A very special green pigment called chlorophyll, which helps them make food by absorbing energy from the sunlight. This green pigment traps the energy in the sunlight and makes the food for the autotrophs. The heterotrophs do not have this green pigment called chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food. Now, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food. Own food like glucose, very simple carbohydrate. They make it from carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight energy, and this energy must be in the presence of chlorophyll, which traps the sunlight energy. This whole process is called photosynthesis, the process by which green plants make their own food like glucose from carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight energy in the presence of chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. This process first produces a simple carbohydrate called glucose. Then it gets converted, it changes into a complex carbohydrate called starch. This starch is stored as food in the various parts of the plant, including leaves, roots, stems, etc. Now look at this picture, the process of photosynthesis. You see in the green leaves, the tree is taking water, minerals with water by the root, and this water comes into the leaves, and the stomata we will discuss it a little later. The stomata are absorbing carbon dioxide from the air. Green pigment, chlorophyll, is trapping the sunlight, and what is produced? Starch is produced, and with that oxygen gas. So this is the formula equation: carbon dioxide from air plus water from soil in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and the product is glucose with oxygen gas. You will remember here the oxygen cycle. Let's first decide what are the conditions necessary for the photosynthesis. There are 4 absolutely necessary conditions. Number 1, there must be carbon dioxide taken from the air. Number 2, water with minerals taken from the soil. Chlorophyll, it must be a green plant with the green pigment chlorophyll, and sufficient sunlight should be there, and in that process we get also a very important function done apart from getting food. We also replenish the oxygen in the air through the process of photosynthesis. This is called oxygen cycle. You will remember that we breathe out carbon dioxide, the plants take it and make food for us, and also in the process replenish the oxygen in the air. Now let us move forward to the next part. Now plants take carbon dioxide gas needed for photosynthesis from the air through the tiny innumerable pores, millions, billions of small holes called stomata. These are present on the surface of the leaves. Now, stomata is a plural word, mind you. Stomata means many pores, many holes. A singular noun of stomata is stoma. Now, look at the picture of how this stomata looks like. Also look at the detail in stomata. You will see that when the stomata opens and the stomata closes, how do they look? We will try to look at it in laboratory in future. Now the second part, that is the carbon dioxide and taken from the air through stomata. Second part is they get water and mineral which are present in the soil. These are absorbed by the roots of a plant. But once they are absorbed, how they reach to the leaves? This water is transported to the leaves through the interconnected pipe-like xylem vessels. They are an interconnected pipeline. Xylem is a tissue. It carries water. And xylem present throughout the roots, stems, branches, leaves, all over the plant. Water goes through this xylem tissue network to the leaves. Now, chlorophyll absorbs sunlight from the sun. That is the third condition. And supplies this energy to the leaves. And this energy, this enables the leaves to carry out photosynthesis for making food. Photo means light and synthesis means combining. Light helps combine the minerals and carbon dioxide into glucose. Look at the structure. It is a detailed structure. You don't need all of it in this class, but as well you can look at it, how it looks. And you will particularly know the particular type of structure, chloroplast, and how the guard cell, they have this chloroplast. If you look at the bottom of the picture, this chloroplast is the part in which chlorophyll is present. They are present in the guard cell of the leaf. Now, we go to the next part. Sun's energy, the fourth necessary condition. Sun's energy is also called the solar energy. You have seen in the solar energy, you have seen it used in your village also. It is captured by the plant leaves with the help of chlorophyll and converted into chemical energy of the food. Solar energy captured and converted into chemical energy, which again through respiration, digestion, we will convert this chemical energy within our body. Since all the food on the earth is made utilizing solar energy, all the food on the earth is made utilizing the solar energy, therefore sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms, be them autotrophs, be them heterotrophs. Now, here is an activity for you. Activity to prove that leaves make starch as food by photosynthesis. The starch, a complex carbohydrate. Glucose is a simple carbohydrate. It is converted in the form of starch and they are stored in the leaves, sometimes in the stem, etc. But we can prove it, the starch in leaves, how it is stored. Pluck a green leaf from a plant. Boil the leaf in alcohol. You cannot do actually at home. We will do it in the laboratory when the school opens. But as well you listen to it. Boil the leaf in alcohol to remove the green pigment chlorophyll from it. Now the green pigments are all gone. Now wash the decolorized leaf. The green color will be gone. Wash it with water to remove any chlorophyll sticking to it. If there is some remnants that remainder chlorophyll, it will also be gone when you wash it well. Now pour dilute iodine solution from a dropper over the decolorized leaf. This appearance of blue-black color, and this blue-black color, because starch, when it reacts with iodine solution, it turns blue-black in color. This shows that there is starch present in the leaf.
Alright, so now before going to the next part, just take a break and think if any part of the previous discussion is unclear later. Then we will go to the next part. It is the concluding part of this class. But I think unless you have understood the previous parts, it is a little difficult to understand the next part. Okay, let us go to the final part of this discussion. Right?
Now, you have also seen some plant trees which don't have green leaves. How do these plants make food? They seem not to have any chlorophyll. But know that leaves having colors other than green also have chlorophyll in them. What happens is that the large amount of red, violet, brown or other pigments, other colors, hides the green color of chlorophyll. We cannot see the green color of chlorophyll because of the large amount of other colored pigments. At this point, let us discuss also the plants which are usually found in the desert. The plants that grow in soil which have very little water in it, and also in the atmosphere which is mostly dry. These plants such as cactus, their leaves become very tiny, कांटे जैसा, कांटे, spine-like leaves, so that the transpiration is reduced, less water is given out to the air. So how do they go through the process of photosynthesis? The stem and the branches of such plants become green because all the chlorophyll that should be in the leaves and the leaves are not there. So this chlorophyll comes into the stem and the branches of such plants, and green stem and branches of such plants carry out photosynthesis for them. Now, another special type of green plant or plant-like structure. Many times we have seen patches of slimy green layer that floats on the surface of a pond or lake or even in the stagnant parts of a river. This in Hindi we call shaiwal, or in general term kai, but its scientific name is algae. Now, what are algae? Algae are a large group of simple plant-like, not fully plant-like organisms. They also contain chlorophyll. That's why they are plant-like. And they produce food by photosynthesis. However, algae are different from a fully grown plant because they do not have proper roots, stems, and leaves. Also, please note that algae is also a plural word. The singular noun of algae is alga. Now, in the end, let me recount and also stress the importance of photosynthesis.
I have some tasks set for you.
In the next period, we will discuss how the other plants, non-green plants, heterotrophic plants, they make food. But first, let us know why photosynthesis is important. Number one, photosynthesis by green plants. This process provides food to animals, other heterotrophic plants, including human beings. They are the food factories of the world, and so it is very. But the second point is no less important. Through the process of photosynthesis, green plants actually produce oxygen gas, replenish the air with fresh oxygen gas, which is absolutely necessary for all the organisms to survive.
So I am sure in the next class when we meet in this virtual classroom or in the actual classroom, till then you will get yourself prepared, don't waste your time, stay home, stay safe, and we'll meet again very soon. Thank you everybody.